whole New York City's Cupcake is cursing out everybody on Channel 19 because he can't finish what he started. He says, I think about what to do next, and I don't care what's in front of me. I told him, I never think about what to do next, and I'm not worried about anything that may ever spring up in front of me. You know why? Because I move right through it. No problem, as you can see. Yo, man, the radio got y'all possessed, man. Y'all possessed and y'all blind, you bunch of Uncle Toms and house niggas. Y'all know y'all could go eat a what? Stop lying. I got a manhood. Stop lying. I got something you want badly. I got a manhood. He's funny. He's funny. And kind of runny. So you mean I showed everybody out here what I stand for, and I showed them exactly what you are, and now they're a bunch of Uncle Toms and house niggas because you can't finish what you started. All right, I clearly understand. Pumpkin. You Fantasy Island rock in the face. Come on, Cupcake, don't get mad because I nonchalantly showed you what you are and aren't. I mean, come on, man. Don't get mad at me for that. I got a manhood. Let me say good afternoon to the 182 because they're lighting up my New York City NYC Mutts video gate. Let me say good afternoon to the 182 because they made it to the New York City video gate. NYC Mutts on YouTube. NYC Mutts, like 30 dogs. The King of New York. That's what he do. He trip when I'm talking to see like that shit in his head. Because I fucking, I inject that shit in his brain and it bothers him. It bothers him to the point where he take a whole bottle of fucking aspirin and knock out and go to sleep. Hoping the fucking nightmare is over. The whole world out here hear you forever keying up with the man you arguing with. After you come off the key and you hear him starting, you have the audacity? Shame on you, Cupcake. Cupcake, it doesn't sound like you want to talk to me, and you can't shut me up or beat me up, so I'm going to key my mic. If I key on you, oh well. That's the breaks. Your own fucking head. Like your own buddy said that. You a legend in your own mind. Nobody's in your head. Stop that, man. Stop that. I'm more than a legend, and definitely a legend in your mind, don't you know? Your whole life is valued as a lie, Craig. You are worth a dollar. You know that? You know that you're worth a dollar? Nothing more, nothing less. I'm worth less than a dollar, but the pingo I pop will make you holler. The lie. Everything that come out of you is shit. That's what you worth, shit. Bullshit, Craig. Well, you know, Cupcake,
if everything that I am is a lie and I'm bullshit, then why are you having such a hard time taking care of a nigga that you said you took care of? Many like them before, and I'm not the first that you did this to. How come you having a hard time getting to the end of that day? If I'm all that, how come I did all that to you, and I got you crying on going on nearly 5 years, and you can't get to the end of that day? Is it just me? Alright, Cupcake. So now I'm a fantasy. I got a fantasy running around in my head. You go from, I'm not crazy. You're not crazy because you're so scared. And now you do cop out. It's not going to happen that way. Dude, I'm not the one saying anything is going to happen or when it's going to happen. You're the one saying that. I'm just asking you why you're having a hard time getting to the end of that day. When Richie told you for 4 years, no matter how, which one of the 4 ways I gotta come back to this 20, it's the most fortified, deadest, darkest, personless, cameraless blocks. And you know, the public's been hearing me tell you this for what? Since the day I moved into 46 in Winthrop? You know, Cupcake, shame on you. You rock in the face, Fantasy Island. I'm a bad, 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 bad. Shame on you, Cupcake.
There ain't no fucking debate.
You know what? Yo ladies at them car washes, you better make a whole lot more noise. Yo ladies at them car washes, you better make a whole lot of noise because you taking the 3-pound crybaby out my radio, and I need that. New York City video game rolling.
Go ahead. You know, defend your lie, stand for the lie. Because that's what you stand for, a lie. That's what you stand for. Because all the fucking facts and everything, I'm lying. But I see that they ignore it. Why? Because they want to defend the lie. That's just like what's wrong with the world today. People are so caught up in the lie, the bullshit, they don't see what's really going to go down. But when it does go down, they're going to be looking at the TV like it's a movie. Or they're going to be looking up to the sky when it's red fire. When the sky is fucking, when the sky is on fire. When it's in flames. They're going to be looking up thinking it's a fucking movie and shit. You'll be disgusted and gone cracking. You'll be dead for weather. Let me see. How old are you? 50-something years old? When I reach your age, because I will reach your age, because I don't do no drugs, I don't.
Not if he tries to make a move on me, he won't.
Well, that motherfucker when he got that, try to sneak up on me or go around asking for me or whatever. And I guarantee you see me and change your motherfucking tone. You'd be like, holy shit. Alright? But that's what this society is today. This is a fucked up
okay, at least you're right about that. I do stand up, man. I stood up to all the lies you and your crew put out here about me while you were trying to act like tough guys and scare the public, and I proved every bit of it a lie. In the process, the people you say out here who were with me and supporting me, no, they're not. They were all coming at me like y'all. But you see how silent this band wave is? It's because Richie won the crowd over. Richie showed them something they haven't seen in decades. Some of them are embarrassed for what they felt. Some of them are scared. And some of them are clapping. And some of them have bets on what's going to happen. The smart ones already know. They're smart enough to put everything they got on Richie. But they're waiting, just like me, for that day you say, nobody's going to care and nobody's going to know. CK, when that day comes, you know what they got to look forward for? Never hearing your voice again. The king is clear.
Pretending like the faggot niggas be kissing each other ass and shit for radio checks and all that.
You see now, didn't he just key up while I was in the middle of my spiel there? I don't know. You see, this is why I don't like, try to do this anymore, you know what I mean? I did what I had to do, man, but the more you'll stay silent, the better it is, because I know what time it is. And I think I defined it in its perfect entirety in the last 60 seconds. You're king, goddamn.
Black job. The only fucking crackhead in the basement. And I go up and I'll do that shit myself, just like I do with all my other equipment. I'll work on that shit myself. Down, I got my own soldering fucking case. I got a soldering case. Everything.
Hey man, he got a soldering case, man. He got a soldering case. And yo, man, he got an oscillator. You didn't hear him? You don't pay attention? He got an oscillator, man. Yo, man, that real talk, man. That real talk. My name's CK187. I think I'm a cop killer. Ha.
Well, you never even heard of it. You come home with some shit like that on. The fuck out of here. That's sick. Like, why are you at that fucking desperate? That's what you do.
All right, it's 13:07 in the gate. It's 11:37 on your goddamn clock, and you know what time it is on channel 37. Now, nobody got to look at their clock to know what time it is. All you got to know is what time it is and that it's only a minute long. Guess what? Guess who's here?
Yeah, Richie, nobody's looking for you. Nobody is looking for you.
You sure about that, Mr. One Love? Because I got a bunch of One Love. I got a bunch of One Love in my heart when it comes to pricing, you duck pluckers. All right, I'm back to 1-9 to take care of New York City's #1 cupcake and crybaby, CK187. Oh, crybaby. Yo. My man been coming to McDonald's sidewalks for the last 2 years. 5 years I've been hearing him threaten me. For the last 2, he's been visiting McDonald's sidewalk, and he still can't get the job done. He swears he's getting in with a couple of the dollar vans. That, there's 1 or 2 of y'all that might help him out, get the job done, but we'll see about that.
Ain't none of that with you, man. You're a little fucking piece of shit. Now, when I get in town talk, when I get up in the room, niggas be quiet.
Oh, man, he's fighting on Pal Talk. He's spreading his lies on Pal Talk. He trying to find a manhood on Pal Talk. You know what I know? 80% of the people out there talking to you on Pal Talk don't talk on the CB radio, but they are listening to the video gates. The Sound King breaking it down.
Yeah, that's not part of their program, so I wouldn't bring that up if you're wrong. But I mean, there's plenty of time. I'm like, yo, I want to holler at you on the side, man. Going so-and-so's wrong. I'm not even going to bring up the name. Which right now is not important right now. It's been there, done. But you know who I'm talking to.
You know what I'm talking to. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know the real deal, man. Come on, man. You gotta believe me, man. Come on, man.
And then they curious like, yo, why all of a sudden they like...
You goddamn bunch of Uncle Tom House niggas. Believe me, please.
I went into this nigga was talking massive shit. Like, because you get a crowd going. It's better than this fucking radio bullshit. You get a crowd going, got the
Cupcake, I'm not looking for people around the world that don't know anything. The only audience I want and the only people that need to hear, if they want to hear, is the people that have been here from the day one you opened your mouth to me. To me, that's platinum. I don't care about anything other than that, man. And that's the bottom line. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody let me know. Come on, Truck Wash. Keep it going. Come on, Truck Wash. Come on, Truck Wash. I need to hear some more. Let's go. Okay, Mr. Real Target, Mr. That Day Gonna Come, Mr. You Gotta Believe Me, Mr. House Nigga, Mr. Wanna Talk, Fight on Pal Talk, Pump. I don't care about the rest of the world. Only thing I care about is anybody that heard you run your mouth to me to the first time 4.5 years ago and are listening today. To me, that's the only audience I care about. You know why? Because you know what they know? What she told them in the beginning. And look at this shit. Alright, it's not a debate. It's not a debate. It's not a manhood thing either, man. Yo, Cupcake, stop torturing the people and crying on their shoulder, man. Get to the end of your day already.
I ain't shit to do with you, motherfucker. You heard? I ain't got shit to do with you. Shit, ain't no back and forth with this.
Nah, man, he more than a drama queen. Well, at least you got the queen part right, but he more than a drama queen, man. He wanna be every queen under the sun to the king.
I know you want to get your last word in, because you're a fucking little midget. You got a Napoleon complex.
Hold on, man. He just said he's not talking to me, he's not debating with me, but yet I'm trying to get the last word in. He ain't holding no conversation with me or anybody. He's just out here crying on your shoulders, crying, bitching, and moaning, just doing the shit that got him the title of #1 Cupcake. God, I love when she comes in there and takes that punk right out my radio. He said Brookline. What's the matter with this punk kid? You know what I'm saying? You should have heard it 3 years ago, man. Yeah, man. I come to yeah, man. Now he messing with Brooklyn heavy. Boy, I tell you, this cat's got more stories than goddamn Disney. I put it on my life. You ain't who you say you are. You a lying, phony, fantasy island ruck in the face.
One more time, the right lane.
I can't believe he said he saw a little midget that scared him to death. I don't believe that shit.
Believe your lies, man. Whatever you want to tell you, believe your lies. I know you got me. As long as I know that you know that you keep it trying. I know that.
The only thing I know that you want me to know, that the whole world around us knows, and the only thing I know is that you ain't ever going to get to the end of that day. Other than that, I don't know anything else. Cheesy motherfuckers that don't want to go to a real CD shop. Which is beyond me. They gotta be fucking Cupcake, it's not that I'm cheap, okay? It's not that I'm cheap. Let me tell you a couple of things. Number one, I do not have the overhead of the shops. That's number one. Number two, most CB problems are not in the CB radio, which means they require little or no parts. Usually antennas, microphones, other doing that. But Cupcake, you understand what I'm saying to you, man? A man who's a fucking degenerate like you, know nothing, who crosses two of his fucking wires, hooking this shit up. And should I rob the man for $75 and hold his radio for 2-3 weeks? Or can I fix that bitch, have it back in under 15 minutes, and charge him $27? I think Richie did the right thing because, you know, he can't send it back. He can't bring it back to the store. They're going to smell it while it's walking in the door. He can't send it back to the factory because they're going to charge him over $100 in the end. So I guess Richie the real deal. And you know what? While Richie in there fixing it, he makes sure I walk out sounding like a Richie radio. You're king. I told you, I'm not in this for the money, baby. I'm in it for the love of the hobby and to prove a point. A point. Yo, why you sound like you crying, man? Why his voice, why you sound all depleted like that? Oh, by the way, just for the record, Mr. 25 Blow used my word depleted for the first time yesterday, man. I have it in a couple of titles of video games from 3 to 4 years ago, and, you know, he just caught up. The king of New York City Club. Boy, she ride those 27 numbers in the gate like an angel. Every time she do her thing, look at my video gate time. Your king of New York City, rockin' home.
Anybody in my family. That's the only way I would black out with giving a shit about fucking police. So spare me that bullshit, man. Spare me that shit you want somebody to pound you out in front of cameras and police, man.
Cupcake, I don't want anybody to pound me out. It's just that there's 4 or 5 of you guys who get a kick out of saying that's exactly what you're gonna do. And the first time you motherfuckers said that, I told y'all straight up. Dollar against an hour with the whore mother that gave birth to you. It ain't ever going down like that. So unless I show the public something otherwise, I don't know, Cupcake. Maybe I should be a cupcake.
How many times you gonna say when you gonna be in those secluded areas? You gonna be in those areas where it's not populated, where you can't wait to be touched. No, you don't do that crap. So I know your program, and I'm pretty sure your people know your program. They just want to get what they want for the time being. They want to kiss ass to the point where they get what they want. Then they're going to move on. I got patience, man. I got patience. You know why I got patience? Because it's not worth getting locked up for a little piece of shit. Not worth it. It's actually embarrassing to be behind bars. I'm talking about not no real fucking shit. I'm talking about bars. I'm talking about jail, like Bowman, the Tones, Rikers maybe. It's embarrassing to be in there on some bullshit. And they're like, yo, you serious, man? Look at that dude, man. That's funny, you had to put your hand on the whore. You had to do that shit in front of her. Why couldn't you do that shit in the area where we got around? Well, how you operate? The police fuck with all the vagrants in that area except for you. They fuck with
Because I outrank them.
and they don't fuck with you. Why? Because you are the information bomb.
No, Cupcake. One, because I severely outrank them. Two, I don't interfere with them. They interfere with me. Three, I don't create work for them. And four, they never get calls on Richie. When they do get 911 calls on Richie, the cell phone and the cell tower is not the one that should be there for the McDonald's, so they just nix it off. But anyway, Cupcake, all joking aside, that whole sob story you just laid out is simply amazing. But you're going to have a hard time believing that or selling that to the public when for how many times they heard me tell you since I moved into this 20, no matter which way I come back to it, it's 4 or 5 of the deadest, darkest, personless blocks. Now, some of them even scoped it out and I go, oh my God, Richie's right. There's no way to get to that house except Winthrop and Rutland, period, from Utica and Albany. Anything between Albany and fucking Utica, you only got 2 ways to get there, Rutland and Winthrop. And no matter which one of those 4 H ways you in, it's deadless, personless, cameraless, and dark as a darkest cemetery. Cupcake, you have a good day. Ride it on, torture the people, sell them whatever dreams you like, but don't ever try to alter the facts of what is.
I see the game that you play. And I put 225 seen it too. Iron Man knows the fucking game too. Oh, let's not talk about when I used to Iron Man broke your hand. He shook it, his hand is so big, you almost went to the ER. Oh, please, man. Get the fuck out of here. I don't follow your punk ass program. Alright? Follow your
And he don't understand humor either, but that's besides the point. You're king of New York City.
I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. I wouldn't get
I got your New York City NYC Mutts video gate rolling. New York City NYC Mutts video gate rolling for the last hour and a half. I'm clear.
fucking little bullshit fantasy life. And I know, Frankie, I know you be talking about your cops and all that. And he's like, yeah, okay, you a cop, man, yeah. Yo, where's your bad dog? Well, I know they be doing that, man. Cause you know why? Birdman did that shit. Before you fucked this radio up. And then got into a bad one. Birdman. He used to hear you try. One of the videos I got was you telling when Birdman, he was ducking Birdman. He was ducking him. And when he finally met up with you and gave me a 20, man, 194 you to go. Birdman was like, yo, what the fuck you been at? Why were you? And what you say? Yo, I'm a cop now. I work undercover for the Fed. I'm like, this fucking space cadet little bitch should have choked you out right there with your bullshit.
Well, if they weren't as scared as you are, they might have, but you know. Hey, Cupcake, listen, I'd really like to stand here and torture New York City's listeners with you, dude, but unfortunately I got $2 vans out in this backyard. I'm going to go play CB shop now. Have a good time.
That wasn't the situation. It was a business situation where he said what happened to you later and you told him you had something on a type of line. This is your 194 uniform. Fuck, I got that film video. In case you fucking deleted that shit, like you do that tagging shit. Most of the shit you deleted out of Afghanistan and shit. got the last word, but he thinks he's impressing this little fucking house nigga. Because there's a difference between being a brother and a fucking Uncle Tom kiss-ass house nigga.
Drivers out there want to get their radio.
Yeah, get on the phone and talk. That's up the word, Chad.
Need report, take it to 5. Thank you.
If this motherfucker is really concerned about his fucking, his well-being, he's gonna take some medication for that bullshit. But you a retarded motherfucker. Mental illness